Good morning, Ebott Wake. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and you're listening to The Morning Rush. I'm Brett, the Brett Brinkman, and sitting next to me is DJ Pantz, and we are here for your weekend musical and current events needs. You asked for it, and apparently you deserve it. Hope your morning is going as smooth as a really smooth surface today in lovely Ebott Wake, where our motto is, don't trust the flower. Hey, they finally got it approved. Finally! A quick reminder that today is the day for Shyren's concert at the Memorial Auditorium. The feature presentation is, of course, the star herself, but there will be group accompaniment. Nods to Bluke will be laying down all those backing tracks, and there will be a special duet with Lemon Bread. Oh boy, here we go. You would think that being able to speak with 8 different voices in perfect unison would be an advantage in this instance. And to be fair, I don't know, maybe it will work. And maybe half the patrons will pass out from the smell of sweet lemons. Did the auditorium ever get that AC fixed? I don't think so, but I don't know for certain. Hold on, I'm gonna text the Arts Council. While Brett does some fact-finding, here's an update on current and upcoming events in Ebott's wake for the foreseeable future. The swap meet is still on for tomorrow. Good to know for anyone who likes to swap things. It's not my jam, but there's nothing wrong with it. Monday's the beginning of the library book sale, which will run all week long until this time next weekend. And in light of the impromptu protest yesterday morning, it looks like the library is now another anti-Monster League no-go zone. Not officially, but the vice president of the library board will be there. So I imagine Dwayne and his friends will want to be anywhere else. All that, and there's books for sale too. What a time to be alive. I know, right? The prices will be 50 cents for paperback, $1 for hardcovers, 10 cents for westerns because they have so many this year, and magazines are free. Tuesday is Garden Center's seminar on magic botany featuring the echo flower, and if we're really lucky, Flowey won't show up with a sword and some face paint, leading an army of zucchinis screaming about how they'll never take his freedom or something like that. Shh. Don't give him ideas. Right, because flowers listen to the radio. Okay, that was a bad call on my part. All right, Wednesday's the charity pancake dinner at the Knights of the Road Who Say Knee mission. Eat pancakes, fight cancer. Sounds simple enough. Thursday's the bulletin board replacement at the Dink Meme House. I know I'm getting a front row seat. How about you, Brett? Sadly, I will be unable to join in the festivities. I have to head to Idaho Thursday, and I probably won't be back until early Saturday morning. Something about a contested will, and a haunted house that all the heirs have to stay in overnight, or something like that. I actually thought it was a chain letter at first. I'll take pictures for you then. Do you want me to try to get you a t-shirt? I pre-ordered mine, so no problem there. Good thinking. And this has just been confirmed. The historic State of the Kingdom resolution is going to be held next Friday at the Memorial Auditorium. State of the Kingdom? I thought King Dreamer dissolved that a while back, like, way back. It was a legal thing. With the Kingdom of Monsters not a separate country, then monsters automatically get U.S. citizenship by being born on U.S. soil. Or under it in our case, something like that. Hey, Jeff. Let me know if the phones start blowing up, all right? I get a feeling that our buddy Dwayne is about to call in to tell us all the reasons we couldn't legally do that, and we're all illegal aliens here to mutilate humans and probe cattle, or whatever aliens do. In most media, it's the other way around. Or they're after our natural resources. But that's when they're not just a thinly veiled allegory for communism, or something else that scares people. Wait. If the kingdom doesn't exist anymore, then what's this thing next Friday? I'm not 100% clear on it, but I think it's like reforming the kingdom as something like a genealogical society or a fraternal organization, which doesn't conflict with citizenship. Like the Knights of the Road Who Say Knee. Yeah, but no fezzes. Aw, you look good in a fez. No, I wouldn't. I've tried. I broke the fez. We need to come back to that later. No, we don't. These aren't the hats you're looking for. You're not a Jedi, Bergie. I can put down my religious affiliation as Jedi if I want to. Is there anything else happening in the schedule next week? Aside from the final day of the book sale, nothing. Saturday is wide open for people to do whatever they want. Go ride a bicycle, fly a kite, tie a kite to your bicycle, and ride while you glide. Don't actually do that last one, folks. Wind-powered vehicles have been illegal to operate in Ebbets Wake's township since 1922. And that brings us to the break. Still waiting to hear back about the air conditioning in the auditorium. In the meantime, what do you have for our listeners, Bergie? A musical buffet! A feast for all senses, but mostly hearing, and not really the others. We'll be starting you all off with a cover song, actually. Dan Evidan's vocal cover of The Last Unicorn, with instrumental arrangement by Brian Wecht. Stay tuned, more Morning Rush is on the way. Welcome back to the Morning Rush. This is Brett Brinkman. This just in. The storm system Haley Sky predicted earlier this week has finally arrived, and it looks like it's going to make up for lost time. The clouds are expected to disperse by 8 this evening. That said, we are looking at 30 miles per hour wind gusts, heavy lightning activity, and torrential rain with the possible risk of flash flood. Bergie, anything you want to add? Yeah, thanks, Brett. Everyone should stay indoors and minimize any time spent outside, not just fire elementals. All it takes is a few inches of water to completely immobilize a car, or knock a pedestrian off their feet if there's a current. Also, to any fire-based monsters who do have to get out in the rain for whatever reason, I repeat, do not crank up the thermostat to boil off all the water into steam. Sure, it may help you stay comfortable, but you could seriously injure anybody physically close to you. Having said that, to all human listeners, if you see a fire elemental fall into a large body of water, I repeat, do not rush over and try to pull them out again, because that is almost certainly what is going to happen out of reflex. The steam temperature and pressure that may result will probably kill you. It'll certainly hurt, and we don't want to lose any listeners out there. Good to know, man. I was wondering about that myself. What about the lightning and wind? Does that have any serious danger to specific categories of monster? Yes, it does. If you can fly, stop. Get on the ground and stay there until the storm blows over. If you have any sort of electrical magic, stay indoors, because if you're outside right now, between the water and the thunderheads, you're basically asking for a lightning bolt. And while it may or may not hurt you, it's definitely going to really mess up everyone and everything around you. If you're an ice or water elemental, or have an affinity for either, you just need to stay out of the storm. The last thing the storm sewers need are huge chunks of frozen water blocking the drains. Wait, why would this be a problem for water-based monsters? Have you looked at the streets of this town? Nobody wants that crap in their gills, much less absorbed through osmosis. About the only monsters that can safely go outside right now are the monsters like me. And that's not happening. I don't want to have to deal with wet fur today. And more importantly, neither do you. So in summary, everyone needs to stay indoors, or feeling that, somewhere out of the wind and on high ground. On the subject of grounding, the traffic report has been suspended for today on account of not only the storm, but Gary Wilkins still treated for multiple bruises, lacerations, and, if I'm reading this correctly, Concussionzilla. Is that a thing? I don't know much about human biology, so... I really hope not. For fans of Gary, fear not. He's expected to make a complete recovery and gave me a statement to read on the air. Ahem. I'm Henry VIII. I am. I was married to the girl next door, who was married 7 times before. Statement ends. And while medical ethics and privacy practices prevent us from getting an accurate summation or even a broad generalization of the condition of the various Anti-Monster League members who engage Gary in fisticuffs to defend their leader, we do know that none of them have been released from the Rita Bell Thurman Memorial Hospital as of yet. Wait, that's the same hospital that Gary's in? Yes, that's because Ebbott's Wake only has the one. Is that dangerous? Probably, but if the statement he gave me is any indication, Gary is too high on painkillers to leave his room and finish the job. I don't know. Remember the time the traffic copter was grounded because he had some sort of weird human disease and the medicine made him loopy? And he taped all those fireworks to a hang glider instead. Unfortunately, I still do. And it was the flu. Not that weird or uncommon, but it is very unpleasant. Hey, do you think that's why Dwayne never called in earlier today? He was too worried about what would happen once Gary got out of the hospital. I wouldn't be surprised, but we shouldn't get our hopes up. He probably just ran out of cell phone charge or something. On a lighter note, Shyren's concert was officially canceled due to inclement weather. But don't worry. It's already been rescheduled for next Saturday. Same time of day, same place, same cavalcade of stars. Hey, what about ghost monsters? Do they have a problem with storms? Not really. Napster Blue can basically do whatever he wants, rain or shine. I'm sure that's something that occurs. Whoa, Jeff, what happened? Are we still on the air? Listeners, not sure if you can hear me right now, but we just had a power surge at the station. Not sure if that was a lightning strike or a short from the rain or what. What? All right, sounds like a plan. I'm signing off to check on the generator. Bergie, cue up a few songs and then help Jeff and Winston run through the control boards. Got it. We're going to leave you all with at least some Shyren today. So here's when you say goodbye, it's like magical bullets are slowly flying out of your mouth and hitting me. The song that really put her on the map. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with more weather updates if all goes well.